In this tutorial series, we are building this super cute tomato plant together. And in this episode, we are going to set up the lights and render out our final image. This is a fairly easy follow along tutorial, but if you're completely new to Blender, I also have a beginner course called 4 Fun Projects in Blender 5 for absolute beginners. So if you want to learn the basics, then check out the link in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss my upcoming tutorials. So let's jump right into it. So this is where we left off last time. Our tomato plant is pretty much ready. We can zoom out and let's set up our camera view first. So click on this camera icon, and if you lock it with this little lock icon, then you can move around your scene and set it up however you want to. So I think what I'm going to do is select my pot and my dirt. So holding down Shift, I click on all of them, and also the platform, and press S to scale it down just a little bit. Press G and Z and move it down like so. And then box select my tomato plant. And if you box select, it will select your background as well. So holding down Shift, you can deselect it, and then just press G and Z and bring it down like so. You don't actually have to do this. I just wanted to set up my scene a little bit better, and I felt like my tomatoes were a little bit too small. And I think I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit more and maybe set it up so it's looking a little bit more from this direction than from the front. So I'm quite happy with my scene. I might just select my tomato. Again, I selected the stem as well. So holding down Shift, you can deselect it, and I'll press S to scale it up. Maybe this tomato as well. Again, make sure that your background is not selected, and S to scale it up. Oh, I realized I have not selected the mouth. Oh, I scared the background as well, but that's fine. And let's do this tomato as well. Okay, great. I like it much better like this, but it's absolutely up to you. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is go to my shading workspace, select one of the leaves and pull up the weight just a little bit more. So about 0.5 for the subsurface scattering. So that's how the light will go around in my scene. And now let's go to the render properties. Scroll down to the color management, and I left the view on AGX. You can set it to standard or filmic. It's absolutely up to you. And then for the look, let's try a couple of different ones. I usually go for the punchy, but that's quite dark. So let's try very high contrast. It's a little bit too much. High contrast, I like that one. Now I'm just going to lift up my background, so G and Z to bring it up like so. Great. So once you're happy with the scene, then we can go to the Cam and Light folder, click on your light and press X to delete it. Let's go to top view. And first of all, you want to place a light somewhere around here. So Shift right click to snap your 3D cursor there. Press Shift A to add light, and you want to add an area light. S to scale on the X, make it rectangle. 3 to go to side view, and press R to rotate it, and then G and Z to move it up like so. Go to front view, R, Z, and rotate it towards your tomatoes. And then let's go to the light properties. I'm going to go back to camera view so I can see the effects of the lights. And here I'm going to change the color to a yellowish color like that. Maybe a bit more saturated, something like that. Change the spread to 45 degrees, and now change the power to somewhere around 7, let's say. And I think that's pretty good. Maybe let's try 6. That's even better. Now back to top view with 7 on your numpad. Shift D to duplicate this light and move it here. Rotate it at your scene and press G and move it backwards just a little bit. And press S to scale it up. For this one, let's add the reddish color, something like this, like a pinkish reddish color, like so. Let's go back to camera view just to see. And for the power, let's bring it down to about 4. And I think I'm just going to rotate it a little bit more as well. So that looks good. This one, I might just bring it back up to 7. That's great. Go back to top here. Let's grab this and duplicate it. So Shift D to duplicate. Let's move it here behind the scene. R to rotate it at your scene. Let's go back to camera view just to see. Maybe S to scale it up just a little bit. Change the color to something more subtle and maybe bring up the power just a little bit, like so. So it's like 13 watt, 14 watt. Now let's do one more. We can duplicate this one. So Shift D to duplicate it, R to rotate it. Back to camera view just to see. Maybe this one, G and Z, and R and X. Like so. Oh, I like it how it gives this little light to the back of the tomato. And this one, I think I'm going to add it like a greenish color. So this is the color code I will use. I leave the spread on 45 degrees. I might just bring it up to around, let's say 17 watts. So it gives it that nice green light at the back. So once you're happy with your position and the lights and the colors, I just zoom in just a little bit. Then there's one more thing we need to do is to hide our spares folder. So come here to the folders, click on this eye icon and also click on the render icon. And then you can press F12 to render out your image. So that looks pretty great. I'm quite happy with my result. So we can go to image, save or save as, find the folder where you want to save your image, call it tomato plant final render or whatever you want to call it, and click on save as image. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial series. If you have any questions, leave a comment and make sure you hit like and subscribe so we don't lose each other, and I will see you in the next tutorial.